Hey everyone, happy Tu B'Shvat. So yesterday we had our live yoga meet where I taught a yoga class on the 7 species of Israel through the body, because each species is connected to a Sefirot. And a Sefirot is a divine emanation that is energetically seated in different places of the body, which is really interesting to explore the different energetic qualities of the fruit within us. So actually after the meet I realized it wasn't recording, so I re-recorded the whole yoga class again just now, and I was upset about it yesterday. I was like, oh no, I didn't record it, I have to do it again. But it was actually really special because this time I was able to experience it even in a deeper way. So just as a little overview, and I have this recording available for whoever wants to still join the course. It's downloadable and you can have it for life and redo this every Tu B'Shvat. But we have the right arm, which is chesed, loving kindness, corresponding to wheat. We have the left arm, which is barley, and the left arm is gevura, or restraint, restriction, boundary, structure. It's often known as sustained reverence or awe. And these two arms are like the wings of every deed. We have love and we have fear, which are both necessary in every relationship. So we have the wheat and the barley, and then the legs, we have netzach, and the left leg is hod. And netzach is the figs, the left leg is hod, the pomegranate, and there's so much beautiful insight on these two elements. Netzach is endurance and our confidence, and it's like the victory, marching forward, stamping into your vision. And the left leg is balancing that with more of a softness and surrender and humility, which is the majestic glow of the pomegranate. And we have our pelvic floor, it corresponds to the male reproductive organ, which is Yesod, and that is the olive oil, which is very connected to Shvat because it's the tribe of Asher who is blessed with an abundance of olives, and olives are just the pleasures of life. It's the fatty, the taste. We don't just eat regular foods on Tu B'Shvat, we revel and we dine with the divine, with these sweet and special fruits. So the olive represents the pleasure center. And really thinking about what blocks myself from feeling pleasure. I think especially as women, we hold back from feeling pleasures in this world, and we need to go back to that space and say, I matter. I matter enough to eat luscious fruits and to have deep relationships. I matter enough to feel pleasure, divine pleasure in this world. So that comes from our Yesod. And then we have the dates, which is malchut. And the date palm is the tallest growing tree other than the cedar. And it represents malchut, which the channel of malchut goes from the mouth down to the feet, passing the womb and the uterus. And also, I didn't mention, but each Sefirah is connected with the body system. So malchut is connected with the digestive system. And I forgot to mention the most beautiful one is the great merger of the right and left, which is the heart center of grapes. And we learned that wine, in the Torah it says, wine gladdens your heart. We celebrate Tu B'Shvat through wine, and the heart is Tiferet. And it actually extends through the whole torso, but it is seated in the heart. Tiferet is harmony, it's beauty, it's the great merging of our right side and our left side, the masculine and feminine, expansive energies and contractive energies, giving, receiving, an outward focus and inward focus, and this culminates at the grape center of the heart. And often in yoga we balance between both sides and visualizing like a grapes on a vine. And the beauty of grapes is that they actually hang in the shape of a heart, and each grape is like a red blood cell, and the muscular system is the system of Sefirot, and the main muscle we know is the heart. So these are just touching on a little bit of what we covered, but I'm actually going to be giving a 7-week course on the Sefirot, where we go for a whole week in depth into one of these Sefirot channels, and in doing so we balance our system and we connect deeper to ourselves and into our relationships. So if you're interested in the course, please reach out to me. If you're interested in practicing this yoga flow, it is available for download. Happy Tu B'Shvat, and would love to